Accounting? More like accounting. Let's make it sparkle. Okay, let's be real. When someone says the word accounting, what do you picture? Probably some sad, gray-looking dude in a cubicle surrounded by dusty calculators and even dustier dreams. It sounds like the opposite of fun. It sounds like homework that never ends. But what if I told you accounting could be exciting? I know, like rom-coms. But hear me out. Understanding your money is a total power move. It's like finally figuring out the perfect comeback in an argument but for your bank account. It's the difference between being the damsel in distress and being the dragon-riding queen who owns the castle. Think of it this way. Your business is like the most fabulous, high-maintenance celebrity you know, aka me. It needs a glam squad to look its best. Your marketing is the hair and makeup. Your product is the designer dress. Your accounting? That's the Spanx holding it all together. Without it, things can get messy fast. We're talking a full-on wardrobe malfunction at the Oscars. So, we're not going to let that happen. We're going to make accounting our friend. We're going to give it a makeover, teach it some jokes, and turn it into the life of the party. Forget dull and dreary. We're making accounting sparkle. We're turning spreadsheets into vision boards for our financial future. The secret to making accounting feel less like a chore and more like a cheat code for success is finding the right method. It's like dating. You don't just settle for the first person who comes along. You find the one who gets your weird jokes and supports your obsession with sparkly shoes. First up is cash accounting. This one is super straightforward, which I love. It's the what you see is what you get method. You record money when it actually enters your bank account. You record money when it actually leaves your bank account. If a client pays you today, you record that income today. If you pay your rent today, you record that expense today. It's simple, it's clean, it's easy to understand like a good pop song. Then we have accrual accounting, which is a little more sophisticated, or let's be real, complicated. Accrual is all about timing. It records income when you earn it, not necessarily when you get paid. It also records expenses when you incur them, not when you pay for them. If you're a web designer and you finish a project in September, you record that income in September, even if the client doesn't pay you until November. It's like saying, I deserve this money now because I did the work now, which is a total girl boss move. It's basically accounting with foresight, planning for the future. This method gives you a much more accurate picture of your business's overall financial health and profitability over time. It's what most big companies use because it helps them see the bigger picture. The downside? It can be a little misleading about your actual cash flow. You might look rich on paper because you've earned a ton of money, but your bank account could be empty because nobody has actually paid you yet. It's like having a closet full of designer clothes but no cash for brunch. So we have cash, which is simple but maybe a little too simple, and we have accrual, which is thorough but sometimes confusing. It's like choosing between a reliable but boring boyfriend and a dramatic but exciting one. Why can't we have both? Well, guess what? You can. Say hello to hybrid accounting. This, my friends, is the brilliant multitasking can-do-it-all method we've been waiting for. It's the Beyoncé of accounting. Takes the best parts, adds its own flawless spin, and becomes an absolute legend. It lets you have your cake and eat it too. So what exactly is this magical method? Hybrid accounting is exactly what it sounds like, a mix of cash and accrual. It cherry-picks the best features from both. Businesses often use cash for day-to-day income and expenses. That keeps things simple and gives a clear view of cash flow. They know exactly how much money is in the bank, paying bills, buying supplies, and most importantly, paying yourself. It's the practical part that keeps the lights on and the business running. But here's the genius. For bigger, complex items like inventory and long-term assets, the hybrid method switches over to accrual. For example, if you run a boutique, you don't expense all the clothes you buy the moment you pay for them. That would make it look like you lost a ton of money. Instead, you use the accrual method to record the cost of the clothes as an expense only when you actually sell them. This gives you a much more accurate picture of your store's profitability. It's the best of both worlds. Simple cash management and smart, long-term accrual insights. That combination makes hybrid accounting powerful. Clarity for daily operations and a big picture view for assets and inventory. Like a personal assistant for daily tasks and a strategist for a 5-year plan. It's smart, it's flexible, and designed for real small to medium businesses. Not just accounting, a strategic tool for success. First and foremost, the biggest advantage is getting a realistic financial picture. It's like using a filter on Instagram that smooths out your skin but doesn't make you look like a completely different person. You get the real-time cash flow update from the cash method, so you know if you can afford to splurge on that new espresso machine for the office. You also get the long-term profitability view from the accrual method. It's the perfect balance. Another huge plus is tax simplicity. Who doesn't love that? The IRS actually allows many small businesses to use this method. The biggest disadvantage is that it can get a little complicated. You're essentially running two different accounting systems at the same time. It's like trying to follow two different recipes at once. You might end up with something delicious, or you might end up with a kitchen fire. If you choose the hybrid path, it's a really good idea to work with a professional accountant. They can be your guide, your safety net, and the person who makes sure your financial outfit is perfectly put together. Let's see this in action. Case study number 1, Chloe's Cupcake Corner. Chloe started her bakery and was initially using cash accounting. It was simple. She recorded sales when people paid for cupcakes. She recorded expenses when she bought flour, sprinkles. But as her business grew, she started taking large catering orders for weddings. She would buy tons of expensive ingredients months in advance, but she wouldn't get paid until after the event. On paper, her cash accounting made it look like she was losing a fortune one month and making a killing the next. Then, she switched to hybrid accounting. She kept using the cash method for her daily in-store sales, which kept things simple. But for her inventory and for catering jobs, she used the accrual method. She recorded the catering income when she earned it, that is, when she signed the contract. She matched the cost of her ingredients to that income. Suddenly, her financial reports made sense. She could see her true profitability each month, which helped her price her catering jobs better and manage her inventory without panicking. Hybrid accounting gave her the clarity she needed to grow her sweet empire. It was just the recipe for success. Case study number 2, Devin's Dynamic Designs, a small software development agency. Devin and his team build custom apps for clients. They have a few regular monthly expenses, office rent, salaries, but their income comes from large projects that take months to complete. They used to use accrual accounting for everything, which showed huge revenue on paper as soon as they started a project. But they often wouldn't see the actual cash for 90 days or 120 days. They looked rich in their reports, but were constantly scrambling to make payroll. It was incredibly stressful. Devin switched his team to a hybrid model. They started using the cash basis for their income, so they only counted money when it actually hit their bank account. This gave them a brutally honest look at their cash flow and forced them to get better about collecting payments on time. However, they kept their expenses on an accrual basis, recording costs like software subscriptions and contractor fees when they were incurred. This combination helped them manage their cash flow realistically while still getting an accurate picture of their project costs. It solved their cash crunch and helped them build a more stable, successful agency. It was the perfect code for financial stability. Ultimately, learning about something like hybrid accounting isn't about becoming a boring numbers person. It's about empowerment. It's about taking control of your destiny and building something amazing. Your business is your story, your passion, your masterpiece. Understanding the money side of it is what gives you the freedom to create without limits. It's the tool that turns your dream into a sustainable reality. So embrace it, have fun with it, and never be afraid to make your finances as bold and brilliant as you are. Now go out there and build your empire.